Okay, quick intro here. This video is all over the map. It spans several months, but it's about getting your chainsaw cutting straight. I started with the bar, thinking the bar needed filed, gave up, come back, sharpen the chain again a couple months later, and voila, got it working. I think one of the things I was doing wrong in the first place, which let me find my drill, is I was being lazy with the file. I was putting it in my cordless drill and coming in on the tooth and thinking I could file it that way. It filed it, but obviously not that well. So this is the tool you'll see me use. You'll see me use this to file the chain. You'll see me use this to set the rakers. I also have a flat file, and sometimes for filing the rakers, I'll set this on and I'll use the Dremel instead. Just, you know, hit it real quick instead of filing with this. But that's what you're going to see. So you're going to see that, then you're going to see me, you're going to see the result, right? So I cut down through a couple of stumps and I cut some logs up, and you're going to get to see what that looks like. So hope you enjoy. Welcome back. Here we are with the crappy crooked cutting chain again. You might remember from another video, I was cutting crooked and I tried to file the bar flat and get it cut straight, and I just couldn't do it. But I'm going to try it again, and here's why. Well, before I get into that, brand new chain, crooked chain, cutting chain, old bar too, by the way. So this brand new chain, you can see that's what the 30-degree cut angle looks like. Very sharp, pointy. Let's see if I can get down in here to the cutting edge. There we go. Other than the piece of fuzz in the corner, you can see that's a pretty sharp cutting edge. Now, as opposed to that, not good. Right? So I'm going to try to make this chain look as good as this one, and also get it cutting straight. And why I think I can do that is because this past weekend I sharpened my working chain, and best job I've ever done sharpening. I used the file with the guide on, and I had the bar on the chainsaw with the bar, you know, the chain locked into position. So here we go. Oh, wait, before we go, look at this. Got a new tripod. That's what I'm going to be mounting the camera on so that we can record this video. Okay, we're going to start recording again here because the tooth we're on, well, clearly I'm not even filing on camera. Darn it. Let's come back here. Oh, there it come off. This is the tooth I was on, and I was like, wow, I should be good there. And what I realized was there was actually a piece of metal. Yeah, it fell. That was flaked over. So I had filed it sharp, but it looked a little weird because it still had that piece of metal on it. Here, this one does too. Check it out. I don't know if you can see that, but it's still got just a little strip of metal just hanging on. Yeah. Need to file that off. So I guess you could see it sticking up here. So I can feel it. Oh, that is sharp. Yikes. Okay. All right, let's get back at it here. All right, so I just did this tooth. And I'm going to hit it one more time just so you can hear it. Listen, see if you can hear the grind here. Okay, ready? Hear that? Kind of deep. Let me go to the next tooth. Okay, that one's really bad. All right, listen to it here. Can you hear that? I can feel it for sure. It's gliding right over. You know why it's gliding right over? Because the tooth's so jacked up, I'm not filing the whole surface right now. I'm only filing whatever's, uneven. So you got to put a... There, now I feel it. I don't know if you can hear it, but you feel that you're grinding into all of the metal. You're contacting all of the metal in there once you get the... Yeah, oh, yeah. So that's something else you're going to look for, is once you get in there and get the tooth evened up, if they're all boogered up, you're going to feel it. All right, so if you're ever wondering too, what angle should you grind at, it should be right here on the box, right? So I've got the micro chisel, right? So it's 30 degrees. Mine's 20 BPX. So it should be on the box for the chain. If it's not, you can look it up on the Oregon website. All right, whew. Last tooth on this side. So let's show you what I've discovered. So you line it up like this, 30 degree parallel with the bar. What I've been doing, I'm holding it like so. Because you can get off angle pretty easy. I'm holding it firm up against my body, and then I'm moving my body with it. And for me, and you can hear that nice deep grind. So I'm grinding good now. But that seems to be more, that seems to be providing a better solution as far as sticking with the proper angle and not filing it off angle. So, and sometimes I've been doing this and then coming back. You're touching, but you're not really hurting anything there. Looking at your angle and then hitting it. Hitting that chain. Okay, so these teeth are sharp. Obviously, the rakers need set. But now I'm going to switch it and do the other side. Okay, so now the same concept is going to apply to this side. In this case, though, what I did, well, a couple things. You can tell which ones you filed when you're filing this heavy because they're nice and shiny. So you don't really need to mark a tooth, but I marked the tooth ahead of the first one I'm going to start with, because if I mark the one I start with, I'm going to rub the black off with just the filing, and then I'm going to get confused. So the black one that I marked will be the last one I file. So here's my 30, parallel with the bar. This is, I would say, my less dominant side. I'm stronger here, or more consistent. So this is going to be probably a little harder for me. So okay, so this tooth's clearly messed up because the file's gliding over it. Now it's not. Now it's in there. I guess I'm in the gullet, as Buck and Billy would say. I got the gullet. Oh yeah, that's at a good point. Oh, did I cut myself? Oh no, I got marker. I just saw. Okay. So it's the blade, the edge still looks a little funky, so I'm going to hit it a couple more times. Oh, see, my angle's off there. Probably can't see this, but this is also the side where I marked my vise, so I would be able to see the angle a little bit better. All right, so we're gonna chug along here. All right, last thing here, and I know I'm way out of order, but you have to set the depth gauge or the rakers or whatever. So you buy the one that, you know, matches your chain spec. In my case, it's, you know, 0.025. You set that thing over the tooth, set it over the tooth, and then you should see just a little, can you kind of see that? Just a little nub sticking up. That's how high, this is a brand new chain, that's how high it should be. And if it needs filed, you would just, you know, file it down. Or what I do is take it off and file, because if you don't, eventually you will file down that surface and then you'll need a new one of these. It's just, you know, if you file it without the gauge on, be careful that you don't hit the tooth. So that's the last part of it. And just like I did here, if you're unsure of really, you know, what it should look like, put it on a brand new chain and then you'll know. All right, so here we are. I cut a couple more pieces off of this with that chain, the sharpened one. So here you can kind of look down across the side there. It's a lot straighter. I mean, that thing, the way it was cut, and it would have went, you know, and these pieces would have been, if I'd have cut one from one side and one from the other, they would have done this, right? Instead of being square like that, they would have been shaped like this, shaped like that. So a lot better. There's a little, well, you can't really quite see it here. It's really not that bad. Okay, so here's the proof. That is straight. So a couple days later, by the way, my editing's all out of whack. I cut a couple of those smaller, but look, that's pretty straight. That's a poplar stump. Let me go show you the oak stump. All right, and then here's the other one I cut. Pretty, of course, this is one cut from this side and one cut from the other side, and it's pretty darn straight. And here, okay, so I got a little crooked here, but that was kind of on purpose. So that really wasn't the saw. So I think I'm going to try to burn this stump out. So I cut down in it. Now Hayden's hitting it with the axe. Don't chop your leg off. It's Sunday. The urgent care is not open.
They aren't open any day.
And plus, you can't drive, and I'm not driving you.
Mm. That's how much you care about me.
No, you know that's true. I mean, you know that's not true.
See? You know it's true.
Can you believe that chain's cutting straight?
Glasses are fogging up.
Yeah, it's because you're talking too much.
Not nice.
I'm teasing. Okay, well, let's cut it here. Oh my, where's Frosty? Ruh-roh. There he is. We moved him. We moved him so he... Oh, hello. We moved him so he would have a better view coming up the road. See the road there? Just like, zzz, you know? Yeah, so I think that works out better. Deck lights, no changes there, but we did do pool lights. Let's go show them that. All right, I have a question. What happens if Santa farts? Does the whole thing deflate? Is that air in, air out? I don't know. All right, so here's our redneck pool fence icicles. I didn't have enough to go all the way to the end. I would have had to convert to snowflakes or straight, and we didn't feel like doing that, did we?
But
yeah,
there
so
are 17 light bulbs out.
There's 17 out. He counted them. Rain Man counted them. And then this is our Star Wars projection light, but we got to wait till it gets dark to adjust it. So yeah, there's our decorations. Oh yeah, here's another little handy redneck thing. If you want to protect your outlets a little bit, just cut a coffee can and you know, a little slit in it, and that'll course, I poked a couple holes in the bottom of the coffee can to let water drain out, and that should work. And then, you know, this Folgers Black Silk, it's pretty good. Have you had it, Hay? Have you had it?
No.
It's pretty good. I think we like it a little better than regular Folgers, but they're both pretty good. So, all right, Merry Christmas. Want to say Merry Christmas?
Merry Christmas.